Joining us on the program at this point in time is Priyanka Chaturvedi, Member of Parliament, Shiv Sena. Priyanka Chaturvedi, appreciate you joining us. The first question, obviously, after that stormy session in the Parliament, why did the opposition stage a walkout during the no confidence motion when that was something that they clearly wanted to expedite?
Opposition staged a walkout because we had the Prime Minister speak for over 90 minutes in his 2-hour 13-minute speech. For 90 minutes, we waited that the Prime Minister would speak on Manipur. The Prime Minister would not make a mockery of the responsibility that he has towards the Parliament. The opposition waited to stop his election speech, his propaganda speech, and speak about the issue at hand, which was Manipur. Speak about the violence against women in Manipur. Speak about the weapons that have been stolen in Manipur. Speak about the ongoing violence in Manipur. Speak about the displaced in Manipur. Speak about the orphans of Manipur. He chose not to do it. And that is mockery of democracy, mockery of the Parliament. And that is why the opposition chose to walk out. And despite their walkout, the Prime Minister only chose to speak for about 3 to 4 minutes on Manipur, without any words of healing towards the people of Manipur. And the response to that is pretty obvious from the MLAs of BJP in Manipur who are speaking against the Home Minister, who want to meet the Prime Minister, and who are taking objections to the things that were spoken on the floor of the House by the Home Minister of the country.
Priyanka, the Prime Minister also said that the no confidence motion was actually a test of opposition unity and they failed miserably at it. How would you respond to that?
I will not respond to the agenda set by the government. From the speech of the Prime Minister, he must have spent at least half an hour in criticizing the opposition unity. That in itself shows that the Prime Minister of India is rattled by 26 political parties coming together who have more vote share than the BJP put together. And that is why he spoke the kind of words he spoke. He attacked the way he attacked. And he had no basis to continue his attack except for him being rattled with the opposition coming together and convincing the people of this country that this time it is enough of Man Ki Baat, it is time to do the Jan Ki Baat. And they may say whatever in their defense. They may try and deflect the narrative. The narrative for 2024 is set. The India Alliance will ensure the defeat of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and not just the Bharatiya Janata Party, the arrogance of power, the misuse of power, the undermining of agencies, the blackmailing of getting MPs and MLAs on your side. All of this will come to an end in 2024 with a united opposition.
All right, point taken. And Priyanka, according to you, why was there's no discussion in Parliament over Manipur, despite the Home Minister making a statement about it at length?
Let me remind you, the Home Minister had an all-party meeting before the Parliament session began. In that, all the floor leaders and the opposition leaders had asked him for the Chief Minister to be removed. We had asked him to stop the violence immediately and to ensure that peace prevails. We had asked him to take an all-party delegation to Manipur as an act, as a gesture of healing towards the people of Manipur. What were the things that he did? He did nothing of those. The Home Minister has failed spectacularly. The violence continued despite the opposition, the all-party meeting, and not holding the Chief Minister accountable. And the Home Minister's statement was just a rehash of whatever was spoken. Are you convinced with what the Home Minister said? Are you convinced with the idea that he called all the people of Manipur coming from Myanmar? Even the Member of Parliament who is on their side from Mizoram National Front stood up and opposed those words that were used by Amit Shah ji. Are you in favor of the fact that Amit Shah ji made some wrongful claims about Manipur? Are you okay about it that the statement that he has made will stop the violence in Manipur? Has it stopped in Manipur?
Priyanka, for a very long time, the opposition demanded that the Prime Minister must speak in the Parliament. And he did. But when he did, the opposition walked out. What was the point in all of that?
I wish y'all had the ability to be able to question why did the Prime Minister not come to the Parliament on the first day of the Parliament session. I wish the media would ask the Prime Minister that are you above parliamentary structure of this country? I wish you all would ask the Prime Minister of this country or the Bharatiya Janata Party that why is it that the Prime Minister started to think he's not answerable on the floor of the House. In any elected democracy globally, the Prime Minister is answerable on the floor of the House. I wish you all would ask the BJP that why does Prime Minister stay quiet on Manipur till a video was not leaked. I wish you all would ask the BJP that why is the Prime Minister not making a suo motu statement in the Parliament. I wish you would ask the BJP that why is the Chief Minister continuing in his seat, in his chair and enjoying the confidence of the Prime Minister and the Home Minister despite Manipur burning. I wish you all would ask the Bharatiya Janata Party that why are you all making a mockery of the parliamentary structure and parliamentary democracy. We would not wanted to have a no confidence motion against him. Do you think the opposition did not know we do not have the numbers to pull down the government? It was never about pulling down the government. It was never about the numbers. It was only to get the Prime Minister to come to the Parliament and speak on Manipur. And that we managed to do that through the rules and procedure given to us, through the parliamentary structure. We got the Prime Minister to remember his primary responsibility to the people of this country via the Parliament of India. And that is what we got to do, and that is the biggest victory.
All right. Also, let me remind you that several key bills have been passed in the Parliament, and the Prime Minister has accused the opposition of being absent when it mattered the most. How would you respond to that?
I will not respond to what the Prime Minister is saying. If you can ask me how how opposition forced the Prime Minister to speak on certain issues, I'll be happy to. I would want you to ask me why is it that the CEC bill was introduced in the Rajya Sabha and despite objections on the introduction of the bill, it was still introduced. I hope you would ask me that why is it that on the last day of the Parliament session, the Home Minister rushed in with 3 bills. Everyone wanted to participate in a discussion. Everyone wanted to be part of the debate. Who is the one making mockery of the parliamentary democracy? It is the government of India. Please understand, in a government and in a parliament, it is a parliamentary affairs minister, leader of both the houses, wanting to find a middle ground to ensure that the houses run. Choosing disruption was Bharatiya Janata Party's choice. Choosing disruption because they did not want the Prime Minister to be held accountable was a choice made by the BJP. And that is something which I think unanimously the people of this country should condemn. That BJP is not above the Parliament, Prime Minister is not above this Parliament. For parliamentary democracy to survive, every single minister of the cabinet, even the Prime Minister of this country should come to the floor of the House and speak. He has the least attendance in the Parliament. He has spoken the minimum as compared to all the former Prime Ministers. He has rarely come to the Parliament and made any correction, any speeches or any explanation or held himself accountable. And I think that is what the opposition was doing. So before pointing a finger at why was the opposition doing that, I would be happy if you all would say why is the BJP making a mockery of the parliamentary structure.
Okay, all right. Understood. Well, crucial bills also, Priyanka, have been passed and replaced. The IPC and the CRPC have been introduced in the Parliament. Why is this decision to rename them as Bharatiya being politicized? They are colonial names and codes.
Who's politicizing it? But I would want to know what is the need to change names. Didn't the Prime Minister 2 days ago say, "Naam badalne se kaam nahi badalta hai"? Why are they changing the names? You know why they're changing the names, and let me tell you, we are not politicizing it. We are only laughing at the insecurity and how rattled the government of the day is that they are now starting to feel jittery with just the use of the word India. Government of India will soon change its name. Government of Bharat. Prime Minister of India might be called Prime Minister of Bharat. But yet, it will continue to be, the opposition alliance will continue to be India Jeetega Bharat.
Okay, continuing to talk about the BJP, well, they say that the opposition alliance has no clear agenda or plan for India's progress. How do you respond?
BJP can say anything. BJP can say 15 लाख हम आपके अकाउंट में जमा कर देंगे. BJP can say हम किसानों की आमदनी दुगनी कर देंगे. BJP can also say हम 15 लाख नौकरियां बनाएंगे, सरकारी नौकरियां. BJP can also say कि हम $5 trillion इकोनॉमी कर देंगे. BJP can also say हम भ्रष्टाचार खत्म कर देंगे. BJP can also say हम पेट्रोल और डीजल के प्राइसेस कम कर देंगे. BJP can also say हम महिला सम्मान करेंगे. BJP can say many things, but they're being exposed for everything. So why should I be responding to what BJP is saying? I have my agenda. My agenda is the nation's agenda. The nation's agenda is, and let me repeat, the price rise, the economic collapse, growing joblessness, the growing hate and divisiveness, the growing misuse of power, the growing centralization of power, the undermining of agencies, the attack on the social fabric of this nation. That is our agenda, and I'll be happy to talk on this agenda till kingdom comes. But I will not be speaking on the agenda set by the BJP.
All right, last question before we let you go, Priyanka. What is the opposition's plan for the 2024 elections going forward with less than a year to go now?
So one very simple statement I will make. India is tired of hearing Man Ki Baat. India will now speak Jan Ki Baat. Modi ji has only spoken what is in his mind. He hasn't stopped to listen to what is in people's mind. India's agenda, the India Alliance agenda, would be to speak for the people of this country, for women's rights, standing up for the women of this country, standing up for social harmony in this country, standing up for the youth of this country, standing up for the farmers of this country, standing up for the pride of this nation, which is to take its economic growth story forward, in which everybody, every single Indian is included, not creating a divisive, hate-filled agenda, and most importantly, keeping our constitution and democracy supreme.
Priyanka Chaturvedi, always a pleasure having you. Thank you so much for talking to us.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.